Welcome to a new episode of WIDC Close to You. Today, we'd like to introduce you to an important member of our neighborhood, someone who cares deeply about community issues and initiatives. Hello, Susan. It's a pleasure to have you here and learn more about your experience living in the west side of Indy.
Well, thank you. It's so good to be here with you.
How long do you live in the west side of Indy?
I have lived here since 1978, the end of 1978.
And how was your first impression on how do you feel first about West Indy?
Well, when I first moved in here, I actually moved to the community because our church was looking for a place where people could move in easily. A bunch of us bought houses and fixed them up, and it was a neighborhood that was kind of going downhill, and some of the houses needed work, and we could do that. We were young, and so we did, and most of our church at that time lived in this community.
So you have a lot of friends here.
I do, and of course I've lived in the neighborhood for a long time. Not in this location. I've lived since 1997, but I've lived in the neighborhood since 1978 in many different places.
What is your favorite thing about living here in the west side? What do you think is the best thing about living here?
There are so many places you can walk to. We have the library, and we used to have a post office. We don't have that anymore. Used to have a little grocery store. Where I live now, I'm 2 blocks from church and a block and a half from the bus stop, and there's the Mary Riggs Center and different things in the neighborhood, and it's very walkable. It's a very, very nice neighborhood to walk around.
What did you miss about this first time that you came here? What is the difference between that west side in that time and this west side that you are living right now?
There aren't as many businesses here as there used to be, sadly, but more people that I know and interact with. So it's still a good place to live.
How did you become so involved in all of these community associations and all of these community issues? Like I can say that I am very impressive about how Susan is joining a lot of community neighborhood associations and different meetings.
I think it's important to be involved in the community, to work together to make it a good place to live. And if you look in the Bible at the prophet Jeremiah and how God told him to tell the people to build houses and plant gardens and put down roots and make it a good place to live where they were, even though they were in exile, they were not in their homeland. So I feel that that's a very important thing for me as a Christian to work at being a neighbor to my neighbors, serving the people in the community.
What do you enjoy about attending all of these meetings and community activities?
I enjoy learning, and I also enjoy getting involved in doing things. Like if I know that we're going to have a neighborhood cleanup or something that I can get involved in, then I want to be there and help.
What you can say to this new neighborhood that is coming to the west side?
This is a good place to live. There are a lot of people who care, and there are a lot of resources here, and we welcome you. We hope that you enjoy our neighborhood and that you, like us, will help to continue to make it a good place to live.
Why do you think it is very important get involved in all of these community activities and meetings and all of these things?
Because good neighborhoods don't happen by themselves without some effort. So everybody needs to put in a little bit of effort and make it a good place to live.
So I can say to you guys a curious thing about Susan that I don't know if everybody knows, and this is that she speaks Spanish. So I would like to ask her a little more of that. So how did you get this Spanish in your life?
That's a really good question. I started learning Spanish in 4th grade, continued when I went to university. I majored in Spanish because when I took an intermediate Spanish course, I got an A in the course, and I decided that will be my major because that's something that I can do. And I had the opportunity to study in Costa Rica for a semester, and I used my Spanish all the time in my job. When I was working for the government, they needed people who could speak Spanish, and I was able to do that. And I have several Spanish-speaking friends, and I love Latin America, and I love getting to know people who speak Spanish.
Estoy muy impresionada porque Susan tiene un gran español, además de que es una persona maravillosa, de las que yo he conocido aquí en el website. Quiera pedirle a Susan que usted le diera un mensaje a nuestros vecinos que son latinos.
Claro que sí. En este barrio hay muchas personas que quieren hacer lo bueno, que les dan ganas de ayudar y de proveer recursos, y ustedes serán muy bienvenidos aquí, y por favor no tengan pena de hablar a nosotros, de tratar de comunicar, porque estamos aquí muy pacientes y queremos ser vecinos a ustedes también.
Algo de lo que hemos escuchado mucho en las reuniones comunitarias de esta zona es que a ustedes les gustaría que la población latina participara un poco más de estas reuniones comunitarias, ¿cierto?
Sí, sería muy importante porque los que viven aquí, no importa el idioma que hablan, pueden participar y necesitan participar, y con nosotros hacer el esfuerzo de continuar a hacerlo un lugar que es beneficioso para todos.
Bueno, pues aquí una invitación para nuestros vecinos latinos para que pues se acerquen a las reuniones comunitarias. Si ustedes están interesados en tener más información acerca de las reuniones que se realizan, pueden escribirnos en los comentarios de este video, pueden escribirnos en nuestras redes sociales que las voy a poner aquí, y con muchísimo gusto nosotros podemos informarles para que puedan participar más activamente de estas iniciativas. Susan, thank you so much. I really appreciate that
You're
you
very
help
welcome.
us and you show a great face of this beautiful neighborhood that is West Indy and be part of WIDC Close to You. Thank you so much.